Tonight on 12, still stuck. The blizzard's behind us, but Bronxites are struggling to cope with unplowed streets. We're taking you around our borough for the latest on the cleanup.
You're watching News 12 The Bronx.
Take a look at this. Chopper 12 over the Bronx, where cars are just snowed in. Side streets across our borough are still buried in nearly 2 feet of snow. Sanitation workers have been hard at work with plows. But most of the major streets and highways in the Bronx are clear, but deep snow and stuck cars mean slow going out there. Hey, check out Dudley Avenue in Throgs Neck. This morning, stranded drivers told us a plow hasn't come since the snow started falling Sunday evening. While some say they're used to their Dudley Avenue not being a priority, others say it's totally unacceptable.
This is ridiculous.
Usually the plow comes through, hasn't come through once.
I generally think they have a good response, but I think on the smaller blocks, they get to them last.
Those angry Bronxites aren't the only ones. Many say the city's cleanup efforts are too slow and too little. News 12's Elizabeth Dahlem has more from some unplowed streets in Olinville.
It might be pretty to look at, but it's a pain to get around here. Parts of Olinville still hadn't been touched by a plow more than a day after the storm hit. My News 12 Prius got stuck in the thick of it, and neighbors want to know why it's taking the city so long to dig them out.
They knew the blizzard was coming. They should have prepared a little bit better.
This is the worst I've ever seen it in all my life, and I'm born and raised here, and it's never been like this ever.
Mayor Bloomberg held a press conference Tuesday and admitted the cleanup is far from over. The biggest issue has been abandoned cars, buses, and emergency vehicles, and there aren't enough tow trucks to pull them out, so it slowed plowing down. The sanitation department hopes to hit most side streets by Wednesday night.
We won't get to everybody every time. We will make mistakes, but we have to continue plugging ahead.
But the slow response has some speaking out. Councilman James Vaca understands this wasn't your average storm, but he's disappointed.
We have people who are trapped on their streets. That's not acceptable. Every street by now should have seen a snowplow, and that has not been the case.
Councilman James Vaca plans to have a meeting with the sanitation department sometime next week to try to get some answers as to why the streets were left this way and to put together a better game plan for the next storm. Elizabeth Dahlem, News 12, The Bronx.
Even the Bronx Borough President has harsh words for Mayor Bloomberg's snow cleanup. Ruben Diaz Jr. met us outside his home in Soundview, where many streets are still blocked.
I think the mayor has failed. At best, you have a 3-term mayor who's not running for re-election, who fell asleep at the wheel. At worst, you have a billionaire mayor who has no consideration and total disregard for taxpayers here in the Bronx and throughout New York.
Tough words. Well, not all Bronxites are frustrated with the snow. Some people are calling it a snow day and enjoy the almost 2 feet of powder we got. Okay, Marshallou Park. Kids of all ages headed out of the house for an afternoon filled with snowball fights and sledding. Kids say it gives them an opportunity to make new friends and spend some time outdoors. While most adults see the snow as a lot of work, the kids just say it's playtime.
Well, since we had a snowstorm, this is the bomb. Like, it hasn't snowed in a long time. Look at all the snow. It's like up to heel. We have it good.
Kids are great, Stacey, and we're all worried and frustrated and everything, and they're just having a ball.
I know. The kids are looking on the brighter side of things, Kevin, and so is this guy, managing to get a little tea break in as he plows his driveway. So thanks for sending that in, Kiko. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned, they're finally starting to go up a little bit. It's well needed, and the skies are starting to finally clear out, getting some breaks there. We did have some sunshine. Of course, the sunshine aided in melting all that snow and provided some sun glare throughout the day as well. Don't forget, a lot of what has melted will refreeze for the overnight. Temperatures well into the 30s and winds still gusting, and the winds will die down later on tonight. So there's some relief as well that you can expect. But here again, what it feels like, feeling more like the upper 20s and low 30s coming up in just a little while. We'll have a look at that 3-day forecast. Be sure to stick around. Kevin?
Thanks, Stacey Ann. Oh, all right. Weather watchers are going crazy out there. They're sending us pictures. We're putting them on the air. You can be one too. Just send it to news12.com and click on My Cam. Hey, while you're online, answer our question of the day. You getting back into your routine? Yeah, it's back to the daily grind. No, you're still digging out, or you never stopped your daily routine. Cast your vote at news12.com or turn to IOTV channel 612. We also want to know if there's someplace you'd rather be than right here in the snowy Bronx. Let us know by leaving a comment on our Facebook page. Just search for News 12 The Bronx. You might even see it on the air. Just hope your boss doesn't see it. I'm Kevin McCabe. You're watching News 12 The Bronx. Coming up, why the harsh weather made all the difference when trying to fight this massive fire on Adams Place. That story is next.